what's up? Welcome to kind of the first of many, hopefully, YouTube videos I'm going to do here. Okay, so we're going to be breaking down the sound design and songs and the way that I kind of cut all the music together on this reel that I made. So, without further ado, let's jump in. I'm going to play a little bit of it right now.
Control for gateway, orbiter armor checked, out.
Roger, accept.
We have GLS confirmation of fuel and main engine check. Gateway, control, do a go for launch. Countdown management, switch to onboard systems, over.
We are go for launch, over.
Got this shit on lock!
Okay, so as soon as it starts off, if we look down here, here's kind of the audio design layout of the whole thing. I think I've got 11 songs in the project entirely, which is a lot in 4 minutes, 50 seconds. So starting off, intro, it's like this.
Control for gateway, orbiter armor checked, out.
Roger, accept.
We have GLS confirmation of fuel and main engine check. Gateway.
So going on right here, sounds like a lot, but what we've got here is on the bottom layer, we'll start with that first.
Control for gateway.
This is the intro to a metal song, actually,
Control for gateway, orbiter armor checked, out.
which is kind of this cool, the song's called Planet A by Devil Wears Prada. Kind of a cool radio intro, space, it's like astronauts talking back and forth or something. But this song is actually like this. But I love the intro, so I took that little section. The next layer that we've got is we've got this right here, which is thunder, obviously. Next layer above that, we've got, it's called Rating, the most frightening international emergency, whatever. So it's this big, long audio, random alarms and stuff. Oh, God. But I ended up using this section right here. If it'll play.
The following message is transmitted.
So it's an intro of like an emergency broadcast thing. I've got 2 of those for audio's sake. Another thunder right here. Sounds like this. And then the core intro part of this is intro by 2 Feet. I love this build up right here. It's like really dramatic synth build up. I love this, but the actual drop of the song just wasn't the vibe of the intro that I was wanting to make. So that is when I kind of got the idea of splicing all this stuff together. Just because, again, I love this section of this song, but it wasn't the whole song I wanted to use. So again, this sounds like this. But then it goes into... I mean, it's sick, it's just not, the vibe I was kind of looking for. So that kind of builds up, and then as that is building up,
Roger, accept.
We have GLS confirmation of fuel.
thunder, then as we look here, this is fading in. This is a really quick, so this is an EDM song right here, Chaos by Must Die. I low passed it like crazy. So, that's what that is.
Main engine check. Countdown man.
And if I turn off the low pass on here,
Switch to on.
I guess you can't really hear the difference because there's so much going on. But, fast forward a little bit into the video, we get kind of some chaos of, these are all different portions of songs here. So that goes into...
Got this shit on lock!
So, in that section, it's kind of a lot to break down. So first of all, we've got this.
I got this shit on lock like a...
I love that for some reason. It's a really quick, like, what are you gonna call it, right before I drop an EDM song. So it's like...
Cause I got this shit on lock like a...
That's the actual song.
Cause I got this shit on lock like a...
I love that, but for some reason, without that there, I'll play that without it.
Over.
It's cool, but I don't know. I love that little addition there. I don't know. It gets me really hyped. So then this kind of build-up part transitions then into this, which is a really, really quick little. Oh, sorry. So that transitions into the same part of the song, just without the low pass. So it's a little bit clearer now, and it's just this last little. Look at what's actually selected here. So it starts here. That little sound I loved. So that's then blended into this. So that little sound is blended into this part of this another song.
Listen.
It's a lot, and again, I find like little sections of parts of songs that I like sometimes more than the actual full song. So again, like this build-up is just not the vibe I wanted. But I love this little thing that the song does right here.
Listen.
And that wasn't the same. So then what I took from another part of that same song was when it goes.
I got this shit on.
Nope, that's a different part. Ignore that. Where is the yo listen part? Okay. I found it. So then we go into this section right here. This is a laugh from a Suicide Boys drum kit, actually, I downloaded. And this is what it sounds like. Low passed it, made it echoey, so. It's kind of hidden in there, but it gives it a little bit of a texture, so without it. Now it just feels like it's missing something. I don't know, maybe that's because I'm used to this is the way that it is. But yeah, that's kind of what happened. Then another part of a song, we've got this one right here.
Yo, listen.
So again, I love that little whatever that part of the EDM song is. So again, the intro of this is.
Yo, listen.
So in this little section, you know, we've got. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections of a song with this section down here added in.
Over.
This shit on lock. Yo, listen.
Okay, on to the next little section of the video. I love adding this in videos. I don't know why. Maybe it's because it's on a lot of songs that I listen to. But I love. It just feels like right before a drop, it just gives it so much hype to me.
Yo, listen. Yo, listen.
Like without it, you know,
Yo, listen.
I don't know, it's not the same to me.
Yo, listen.
Add that in,
Yo, listen.
it hits, I don't know. So then we've got the second song in the video, or I guess second section of the video, that's kind of like the intro, then we've got this main section. I kind of have it in, I don't know, the way I think of the video is in kind of phases. That's the kind of crazy intro. Second phase is this one. This is a song from Euphoria called Nate Growing Up by Labyrinth. Incredible song. So, I mean, I'm sure you know it, but... It hits, it's just so good. So, kind of the intro of the song, again, starts just with that. So that's kind of why I liked almost doing this big, crazy EDM build-up into that. To have that song just such a harder hit when it comes in. And I'm also using risers. This is a riser if you don't know what it is. And then I have that reversed on the other side to a hit. So when they come together, without that, I'm gonna see if it makes a difference, I guess. Yeah, more of a hit with this. So then what I did with the song was, again, the song just goes, that's kind of all it does. So what I wanted to do was take a section of the song and reverse it so that sometimes when it goes, it's that reversed into itself. I don't know, but for some reason in my head I wanted to try that. So that sounds like this. So, and then I'm also adding little complexity so it doesn't feel so repetitive, because the intro of this song is just that whatever, just over and over again. So I'm adding little differences kind of here and there into the song to make it a little bit more interesting. And then with the audio elements I'm adding, because I do all the audio first, I then can make cuts based off that instead of just, a big shot every single time. So what I'm also doing is, this is a really quick little snippet of a EDM drop. Yeah, so that's really quick. What I did was I took this little tiny section, threw it in right as the big voice hits. And then that allows me to do a lot of cuts, like really quick, fast cuts in between big main shots. I don't know. So without that, and without the reversed voice, it sounds like this. Not as interesting, I guess, as that. And then in the background here, I've got some thunder going on, as you can hear there. So if I solo just the song that's playing, you hear, I don't know, there's just, it feels like there's so much missing. Versus now with everything on it. So again, at another point here, I'm adding the reversed vocal, and that little EDM, whatever it is that it does, you know what I mean? And again, like I said, it gives me more room to play with on the visual side when the song's doing something a little bit more interesting. So when that EDM drops, it's like the shots breaking apart and duplicating. Yeah, so after we get some risers here in this section.
Put the money on it.
Because there is a part of the song, if I solo that again, if you hear this. These drums come in, but I wanted to emphasize that first drum hit as like a big sound. So when I added these extra risers in, for that first hit, it hits so strong. And then I've got this in here as well. So this is another part of a EDM song from the intro.
Lock like a Brinks truck. Lock like a Brinks truck.
I just like the a part in it. I love that. So I threw that into this part right before the big drum hits.
Put the money on it.
So this part, again, I am... the very end of this song actually has a part where his voice is by itself, which is what I sampled for the reverses. That right there is what I'm sampling for the reverse. So what I went ahead and did is I took that from the end of the song, brought it to the middle of the song, because again, the song's very repetitive, so I wanted to have a section that kind of gives you a break from what you've constantly been hearing to kind of take you out of you get too used to it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So once you kind of get used to it, you gotta throw something in there to break people's attention and make them go, whoa, wait, and then you can go back into it if you want. So I took the end of the song with the isolated sound.
Put the money on it.
And then for this section, there's a lot going on here, but we got the riser like this into the vocal. Then we've got the laugh. Then we've got a voice riser as well in there. And then if we go to the bottom here, we've got some heavy breathing. And then the gunshot. So we've got a lot of layers happening here. But again, when you're hearing the same kind of song that's very repetitive over and over and over again, and getting a break with a lot of stuff going on with a very still shot, I think it's kind of cool, and then you can go back into whatever you were doing. So like, for example...
Put the money on it.
Then what do we got?
Put the money on it.
These are the only 2 shots in the entire reel that actually have their original audio with them, as far as I know. Actually, there's 3. So this one is from the Chainsmokers recap that I did. The intro has like these old broadcasts and police sirens. And then this is from a Tory Lanez video. The bass, it's destroyed. But this shot feels so chaotic, like that sound. I don't know why I did it, but I liked it, so it sounds like this.
Put the money on it.
Riser. Okay, so now we're into phase 3, I'm gonna call it. Phase 3 is this song called Gosh by Jamie XX, which sounds like...
Hold it down, hold it down.
So obviously it's a very big vibe change from the previous song, but I still wanted them to feel connected in a way, or like a way that they kind of tied into each other, but that's obviously not super easy to do. So what I did for this was I used those original reversed vocals from the first song and threw them into this. So now these 2 songs feel like they're familiar with each other or similar in a way, or it's almost like this is the weird ending of the first song because you're taking the vocals of the first and putting them into the second song. Still added some gunshots and... well, the gun cockback, I mean. This is a yeah-ho audio. I don't know, again, it was in the Suicide Boys drum kit where I get a lot of weird sound effects stuff. And it's in a lot of songs, so I wanted to kind of sneak it in there somewhere. So then this is these are 2 different parts of a song, of the same song right here, but different sections, blended them together so that it kind of got what I wanted to be done just quicker, I guess if you wanted to say.
Oh my gosh.
So here, we get into the blending of this audio right here. So I started blending that in pretty early here.
Oh my gosh.
And then again we've got the like a Brinks truck, whatever it is.
Get on lock like a Brinks truck.
Kind of throwing subtly in there again.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
This is another one with a real audio of Matt playing the drums. And then here's the first time that again, so we're going, this is probably I would call phase 4 now. I've been using little elements of songs throughout the video so that you're hearing all these different songs, but bits and pieces of them while one of them is like the main song at a time. So we finally get the like a Brinks truck.
Like a Brinks truck.
We've been hearing the like a whatever it is for the whole video. So now we're finally getting the payoff of that into the next phase of the video. And then this drop right here, is blended with this audio. Big, dramatic, loud. With a really crazy EDM drop. But I don't know, I thought the combination was cool because again, if I played just this, with no EDM drop, or if I played just the EDM drop, it just doesn't, it feels kind of empty for some reason, so when I blend those together, again, so once we hit these risers right here, we're kind of in another transitional period between songs, like I said earlier, where you kind of take a second to breathe. We've got the voice riser of the breath, but this time, so this is the same one from earlier that went and breathed in. I reversed that, so now it's kind of a breathe out after this crazy section. It's kind of like a time to be like, okay, that was a lot. Let's change the vibe up. Because it was a crazy, I can have that crazy going on throughout the entire video. So I wanted to just kind of make it insane for like 10 seconds, and then you're back to normal. And so we've kind of got this exhale with this same laugh that's been used throughout the video. So that sounds like. This is the wrong footage here, okay. Okay, for some reason in this project, I've gotten this glitch where I lost the actual shots that were here. It was like a firework zoom in shot, but I'm doing an audio breakdown. Everything else is the same. So for this part, we've got, this is a part of the next phase 5, Honest by San Holo. Very low pass to where you can almost not really hear it, blended with, I guess I don't know why that's blended, but so this is this Honest, the next song kind of coming in here. Also, I just thought this was a funny song here. Nope, that's fireworks. Which one is it? I gotta find it really quick.
What the?
Oh yeah, this just cracked me up as an EDM drop. I found this song and...
What the
insane! But I liked just that little whisper, so I kind of chucked that in here. And so here we get, after all that craziness and what you've seen so far, we finally get a kind of chill point. There isn't as much sound design around this section. There's some like little wind sounds right here, but it's really subtle. This kind of part is really just the song. Because again, everything's been so layered so far, and just so much going on. I wanted this to really feel like a time of like, okay, I can just kind of sit back right now. It's been a lot going on, very relaxed, you know. And so again, what I'm doing is the next song, I still wanted to use that voice thing from the first song and do that in here with a riser and a gun cock back right before the drop to give it a little bit more flair. Because again, this is what it normally sounds like without that.
I just want us to be honest.
And then here it is with the stuff that I added.
Want us to be honest.
Feels a little bit more full without being too much. Fast forward a little bit, we got some wave sounds here.
I just want us to be honest.
And then one last riser into the intermission of the video, whatever you want to call it. I just like this, and maybe it doesn't fit with the video, but I liked it, so I don't know.
Want us to be honest.
I'm about to run out of time on my card because I've hit the longest my camera can record for. BRB. Okay, and we're back. Okay. So as for the intermission part of the video, I've been looking for, I wanted to use it as an intro or an outro, or some point in the video I wanted to have like an old voiceover kind of type thing. I always love that in songs and videos and all that kind of stuff. But going through YouTube and looking that up, I couldn't ever find one that I really liked. And so, a funny story actually, I'm gonna go see if I can find this audio really quick. So funnily enough, I had a rental car at one point in LA, because I was driving to shows, and my phone had died, and so I got in the car, and so normally I'm always listening with Bluetooth or my phone plugged into the aux or whatever. And my phone had died after I was leaving this concert, get into the car, and my phone, I was like, okay, I gotta let my phone charge for a second, I'll throw on the radio. The first radio station I clicked on, for some reason at like midnight, is playing an old speech. And the audio was like exactly what I wanted, and the stuff he was talking about was exactly what I wanted. And so here's the video of you know, me sitting here.
Every man knows the whole culture.
So my phone, again, obviously eventually turned on here to record it. But as soon as I heard it, I was like, oh my gosh, I need this turned on. So I just kept the radio on, sat in the parking lot, threw my phone up there, and just filmed the whole thing because I was like, I have no idea if I'm going to use this, but this is exactly what I was looking for. So I can kind of skip through it, but
His own way.
here's a part of it I use, I think.
This really is all about. The spiritually minded man of the hunting culture goes alone.
So it's just crazy that I found that. So that's this part right here.
Honest to be honest.
Who separates himself
And then this audio that you're hearing in the background
from
is the outro of the last song. But it's just repeated multiple times because it's a pretty short outro.
and goes alone into forests or mountains. He will find something by way.
Yeah, so that's the audio for this part. And then I wanted to have kind of one last big finale with kind of like, so a lot of this is my professional work for the most part. I mean, there is a mix of non and like friends and stuff. But before I did shows, all I would do all the time is just go on little adventures with friends, just make random videos around Nashville where I'm from, just kind of doing whatever. And so I wanted to have kind of one last little ending that was kind of a throwback to all my older videos with all my friends. And yeah, this is the outro.
Goes alone.
This little shot of me, and then so yeah, for the most part, that's it. I mean, it's mostly the first part that's kind of a lot to deal with. But yeah, that's my. I guess that's it. That's my little audio breakdown of the reel. Maybe let me know if you guys thought it was interesting at all. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't, who knows. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna hopefully be doing more videos like this. I don't know what about, but we'll see. Let me know, send me a message on Instagram or comment, whatever you wanna do. Let me know kind of what you wanna see, because I'm doing the whole YouTube thing now. So yeah, thanks for watching everybody, and I will see you later.